check this now in VUSA, in HNL, you can open a HLN account right now. I have a HL account for my son, for my wife, for myself. Every month, there's a direct debit going into those accounts, and I'm buying. I buy this for my kids. I have HNL funds that are done. My wife's Google account is over 100% in profit. I mean, there are people that are here that have started all the area. Some names that they've bought are in 200-300% profit. In every pound are more. Yes, in every orange, you have more oranges. Okay, so how do I go back to this slide? Where are my mouse? Okay, cool. So this is just one fund which I wanted to share with you guys to please explore. Hagris and Lansdowne, an amazing platform, super platform with, amazing track record. I've been using them for years now, and this is available for you to open and have an account with them. Every time you buy stock, I'll talk about the fees later. Every time you buy a stock, there's £11.95 charge. Whenever you sell, £11.95 charge. But they're trying to work out, so try and save up enough to buy. But here you can only buy whole shares. You can't buy fractional shares. Fractional shares, what I mean by that is if you cannot buy one stock of Microsoft at $3.99 or $3.98, $368, you can buy smaller fractions. Trading 212. I'll come to all that in the discussion later. But let me see if I minimize this. Should you minimize? I should minimize? Okay, I should minimize. Okay. So let's just quickly run through this slide. I know you have plenty of questions, and I'm here to take questions. I would help you and guide you with accounts, setting up if you want. I'm here for you today. You paid for my ticket to come. The men were very, very good to me. Took me out yesterday to a Turkish restaurant. They've bribed me in all manner of form and ways. So I would die here today for you. I would. They took me out. We had a really nice time yesterday. Somebody took me out in a nice car, picked me up from the airport, took me to a nice hotel. You know, they were just loving me. I said, "Chai, I'm finished today." Oh. They will drain it out, finish today for me. So as many of you that can stay, please stay. I'll drop my number. Call me. All right? Call me. Let's have a chat. Like I said, OTO, it's up to you, Sha. Efe has been here since, when we started this conversation, since when the spark started, he was here with me. So he can attest to it. And I guess one of those who also made some moves for me to come, and I guess many of the men here too. Same Brother Andrew, been here since the very beginning, and his lovely wife, been here, Jumoke, the same. The other people have been here, so Sanedu, Anomo, the husband. Okay. So we've talked about this already. There's still more to, okay, so we've talked about that. Just consistency. If you remember the £50 a month, please, I hope that makes sense. So we've talked about this. So there's more, again, things you need to assess, to look at, but, okay. How much does the company cost? Okay. So we've done that. Okay. So now, I also want to look at some more details about each company. Again, which company should we buy, and is it good? Okay, so we've talked about this already. Everybody's clued up on this, Abby? Yeah, so when you're walking by, having a cup of coffee, gisting a friend, or a friend is just rattling nonsense to your ear, and you're looking at your phone, instead of scrolling, you can be checking some stock prices, Maybe the person be talking, you sound like the person is saying something interesting, but you're just like, oh, man, Google don't go up, or try. Or the person is on the phone. Sometimes better not to do video calls. Just let the person be rambling on the phone. Or one of those calls from Nigeria. Just be like, man, wow, Apple shares. That woman that day, can you know what she said to me? Okay, really? You didn't tell her back? Apple, Google, are you serious? Google shares. So what do you say? So no, nothing important. Just so okay. So we've talked about what is when you zoom out, what you do. Okay, so what does this tell you about panic selling? When you looked at those charts. What does it tell about panic selling? Look at the chart one more time and look at 5 years back. Just look at your chart again. Look at your chart again. Say, look at Apple shares 5 years back. Just 5 years back and look at it. Tell me what you think about selling, panic selling. Or let's look at COVID. COVID period. Let's look at March 2020, the peak of COVID. Look at the price in peak of COVID. March. Check your phone. Sorry, you have your phone? Eh? No, that's fine. Just go with the flow. So it's basically open Google, share price of Google. We're looking at Apple. Or let's look at Apple. And let's look at March. And let's look at what happened in March 2020. Does anybody see something with the trend? March 2020. Yeah, what happened in the trend around that time? If you go 5 years back, you should see 2020, Abi? Or maybe if you go max. What happened in trend? Eh? Do you see a dip? You see the graph, there's a dip. So, of course, with fear, everybody is selling because nobody knows why the world is coming to an end. Everything's going to crash. Everybody's selling. But Warren Buffett said, when people are fearful, you should be greedy. When people are greedy, you should be fearful. Now, does it make sense? If you bought at that dip, hey, you know that pension I was talking about that time now. The thing was just that pension, I was talking about, Abby. That period, I have already gone 100% in. So the company was still buying at the low. If you bought a stock at $5, right, and it goes up to 10, 100% profit, right? Now, if you bought at $10, but it drops to 5, you've lost 50%. If you buy more at the 5, if it goes back to 10, it's 100%. So if you consistently buy, whether it's going up or down, you're averaging out. But if you're able to buy more at a lower price, when it goes up, it's only common sense that whatever you bought low will double. So my pension, when I'm talking about that pension that time, was saying that if it's going down, at the time the company was just pouring in every month, consistently buying and buying. When people are selling, they're just buying and buying. So now the market has come back, recovered. Everything they bought at the half price, most of it has doubled. And the majority of the fund, and COVID was sustained for 2 years. Everything they were buying cheap, most of it have doubled. That's it. So, if you panic sell, you lose out. Okay. So would your business, would you invest in a business that hasn't grown in 5 years? Yes? Why? You're taking a risk. You can still grow. Anyone else?
It depends on...
Yeah.
It depends on a number of factors. So you analyze the financials, look at their cash flow. It might be that they appear not to be growing because they are investing heavily in what will likely be the next big thing. So you need to look at the whole picture. I tested the waters a few years ago. I bought £100 of Nike, and it's lost 40%. But I did it when I didn't fully understand how to analyze financials. So I was just looking at it as we're speaking. It's gone down to £54. But I just left it there because it's not the major part of my portfolio, pretty much. But if you do a proper analysis and the business hasn't grown in 5 years and you cannot see any positive indicators that they are going to do well, stay away from it.
Excellent. Good answer. Very good one. Yes. Is there another mic? Okay. So would you invest in a business that hasn't grown in 5 years?
I would say yes, because when a business pays out dividend, it is losing value.
Okay.
And you can actually see this, I think they call it ex-dividend and something. So once dividend is declared, the value has to drop.
Okay.
Because it has to consider the value that has been lost. So if a business consistently pays dividend, it is shaving off the growth.
Okay.
So would I invest? Yes, if I understand why it's not growing.
Okay, excellent. You need to know why. Any other, somebody else? I saw here, yes, please, tell me.
To me, I will support the fact that I will still invest.
Okay.
A couple of reasons. One, if the fundamentals are still the same when it was moving.
More high, yes. Okay.
Fundamentals are still the same.
Okay.
I'll stick to it.
Okay.
And two, several reasons may make the dip to happen. Maybe institutions, they are trying to sell,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there are some people that are not investors.
Okay.
They just buy when it rallies, they sell.
Yes.
At that
Just
point,
to take profit.
Yes, at that
The
point,
price will drop.
drops.
Okay.
And that point is the best point to accumulate.
Okay.
Just keep accumulating. So
Right.
I'll stick to the further. And if it is long term, there are some that short term.
Yes.
And my intention is long
Long
term.
term.
I will still keep buying.
Keep buying.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'll take one more.
Well,
Yes.
I'll say stay away from it like a plague, to be honest.
Okay.
Because 5 years is sufficient time to, one, understand why the business is not growing.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not growing, basically, it's not increasing revenue, it's not increasing profit.
Mm-hmm.
Any money you put in, basically, you're losing value. So, yeah, you could say, except you really deeply understand why it's not grown in those 5 years. But, if it's a quoted company, most likely you don't have that level of information or insider information, but I'll stay away from it like a plague.
Okay, let me break it down a little bit more. You have Georgini and Sweets Limited, okay? Georgini and Sweets Limited, kids love the sweets. Everybody's buying the sweets. Sweet love it. Now, the price tag, the share price, like we've all checked, is trading at $100, right? Everybody's loving it. They are buying the sweets. But Georgina, I know her. I know her. Every year, last time she started a business in 2020, year one, she was making $1 million in revenue. Year two, she's making 800. Year three, she's making 600. Year four, she's making 400. But her stock price, people are liking it. But Georgina is telling me, moment, revenue, they grow. The money coming in every year is not as it used to be. So what is driving it? It's not the stock price. Are they making money? So if you think about it like this, I say, it's real practical common sense. I showed you guys the price ticker. That one is exciting, right? We're going deeper now. So we're going a little bit deeper. It's nothing complex, guys, please. It's just common sense. And you know the funny thing right now? ChatGPT is so sweet because you just ask it. Please, can you tell me, is Microsoft a good investment to buy? Let's open our phones. Come on, let's go. Open your phones. Who has ChatGPT? Sure, people are still Googling it. I don't believe you. Are you serious? Nobody has ChatGPT. How many ChatGPT? Okay, raise your hands. It's shame if you don't have ChatGPT. How many of you have ChatGPT? Raise your hand. Google. Okay, ChatGPT. Open your phone now. Everybody open your phone now. ChatGPT. I want you to look at Google. Which company should we check? Let's check Google. Everybody Googles it, Abi. Let's check Google. Ask ChatGPT right now. I have £2,000. Is Google a good company to buy? And has it been growing in the last 5 years? I'm going to ask. Ask right now, ChatGPT. No. Okay, no, they do that right. You want one Indian person now that wants to go. Let's say the person say, I want you to wait. Let me finish. Let me give you a gist. I will give it to you. Let me give it. See what the person say. See what ChatGPT might say. Okay, I agree with what you have done, but check this Google one I'm telling you first. Ask it, the last 5 years, has Google grown? I have £2,000 and I want to invest it in Google. Now, what I'm telling you is that when I started in 2016, 2017, 2018, no such thing exists, though. And you cannot even type it in Google to give you that kind of answer. It only takes you to Google website on pages, but now it's analyzing something and giving it to you. Please, somebody tell me what you're seeing and read it out. I don't want you to read the whole story or just the top key points. Okay, hold on.
So
can you stand just please so we can all see you and just read out what you see?
So if the 2,000 is money you can live and invest it for 5 to 10 years or longer, Google is a reasonable company. Okay, I say, let's say I have £2,000. Is Google a good company to invest in?
No.
That's not the question.
You have the question. I said, and has it grown in the last 5 years? Who typed that one? Who? Oh, yeah. Tell me. Go on.
Okay, I typed, is Google a good company and has it been growing in the last 5 years? It says, yes, looking at the last 5 years, Google's parent company, Alphabet Inc., has been a remarkably successful business overall, and it has been growing since 2020 to 2025.
That's your summary, right?
Yeah.
I want us to go a little bit deeper. Let's go. We're going to go a bit deeper soon. Just 1 second. Hold that thought. Hold it. Okay, so I want us to go a little bit, nudge it a little bit further. Now, the revenue details. Did any of your chart give you revenue details? Year on year. Who has that? Okay, I see somebody's hand here quickly.
So what I typed in was, in the last 5 years, has Google grown? I have this amount of money to invest. So it says revenue grew from about $183 billion in 2020 to over $400 billion in 2025. That's and then quarterly revenue has also roughly doubled from around $50 million in 2020 to over $100 billion per quarter in 2025.
So you have doubling of revenue. Please note the terms and hear what it's telling us. Yes, go and say something.
Thank you. Mine goes further to say, putting all, because I asked the question if it has grown and if it's a good stock to invest in. Okay, so it says, putting all £2,000 into one stock, even Google, is risky. So it says a more balanced approach would be put £500 to £1,000 into Google, then spread the rest into other tech, e.g. Apple Incorporated, NVIDIA, or an ETF like S&P 500. Bottom line, Google has performed well over 5 years and remains a strong long-term company, but don't treat it as guaranteed win. Don't treat it as guaranteed win. Diversify your investment.
Okay, so that's good, but again, it's something like saying Georgina and Sweets is growing year on year. Growing by how much? So you need to ask the question. Give me the financials of Google the last 5 years. Oh yeah, let us type. We're there now. Let's go. Look at your phone. Give me Google's finances the last 5 years. How well has Google done in the last 5 years? If anybody's battery is down, I don't know if I have a battery bank, or make I give on a battery bank. Because if you don't do this yourself, this is what you do. Casually, you're having coffee. You're researching a company. Yes, you have something to say. Please tell me. Good.
I think I have the figures for the last 5 years. Year on year. It was, at the year 2021, it was 41.1%. 2022, 9.8% growth. 2023, 8.7% growth. 2024, 13.9% growth. 2025, 15.1% growth. So, yeah, it was 2021, 257.6 USD billions. Yeah. 2022, 282. 2023, 307.4 billions. 2024, 350.0 billions. 2025, 402.8 billions. Yeah.
So what I want you to get used to is billions. You need to say it. Billions. Say billions. Say it with confidence. Billions. Yes, that's why you should say these things. Be reading numbers out. Don't be saying 300. I know it was hard for you to read. Is this in billion or am I reading it in million? Guy, it is in billion. Yeah? So if Google should crash, so you can imagine your tiny £2,000 is not what the US government is trying to protect. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you have a company like that is strong, leading, government ties, the US government to do everything it can to protect it. So this is why I always advise people, invest where the rule of law applies. I don't know if that would drive home where your money would. If you look at the continent, just invest where the rule of law. Let us say it together. Invest where the rule of law applies. It's only my advice. So you want to say something, please go on. I'll see your hand up.
So I have a question for you. You've just been talking about the revenue aspect. I'll come from an auditor perspective because I'm an auditor. So,
sorry, people can't see you. Come now, auditor. Come now, let them see you now. You're auditor now.
So, like, when I look at the financial performance of an organization, financials, yeah. So I don't just look at the revenue. Revenue can be, it's just one factor. And sometimes when you talk about payouts, it's not on, it might be on revenue, but there are other bases to it. So do you consider other bases, for example, like the net income after our expenses? Because if you're looking at revenue, companies can grow with revenue, right? But the net amounts they get at the end of the year might have not grown year on year. So are you just looking at the revenue per se when you're projecting to invest in such kind of companies, or you're looking at the payout ratios that those companies, because every company has their different parameters for their payouts. So which of them do you do?
I love this guy. I'm really, when I was preparing these slides, I'm really grateful to God for the opportunity to do this, right? And he, I think I really got some good guidance while I was doing this. So in line with what you're saying, we're going to go a little bit deeper. You want to have one question to ask? Okay, ask, please. Can you help me with the mic? Then we'll go deeper. But fantastic question. Oh, the mic, please. Okay. Please, so, am I okay with time? First of all, let me ask everybody, are we okay with time? Are we good? Please, I'm also conscious of our timing, but I'm here for you. I'm not going anywhere. My flight is tomorrow, so don't worry. So yes, tell me.
So thanks. I just want to tie in with what he's asking.
Yes.
So maybe when you are answering, could you have companies, a good example that might tally with that, maybe SpaceX? How will you address that?
Okay. All right, let's go. So does anybody know what market cap means? Anybody, market cap, what does it mean? What does it mean?
That's the overall volume of shares available out there and the value in the overall.
Overall volume, shares available out there and the value. Okay, so what's the maths? Anybody knows what market cap means? Total value of shares in the market. How do you get the number? That's it. So let me break it down. So I have a hair salon. I like ladies' hair a lot. When they braid it, it's very nice. So I'm into hair. I'm not into it. I'm just an example. Calm down, guys. Calm down. I'm not into women's hair. I'm just. So I have women's hair a company, right? So let's say I've gone to the investment bank now. I want to be an IPO, right? So IPO means initial public offering. So I want to go to the public market where it's no more private, right? So I want to go out to London Stock Exchange, New York Stock Exchange. So first of all, I go to the investment bank. The investment bank will value my business. They would say, okay, you have about 1 million ladies using your hair. The product is great, blah, 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 blah. Okay, your company is worth 100 million or $1 million. So this $1 million, we're going to value your share price at $20. I can tell you that's sometimes how the price comes out, but there's more maths to it, right? In terms of the projected value, what your stock would be like, blah, blah, blah. There's so many metrics that will come up to say $20. You can even ask ChatGPT, how did they come up with the dollar price? But not now, eh? Find out later. So $20, and you have, your value is what? 1 million, right? So if you do 1 million shares divided by 20, or multiplied by $20, your market cap is what? 20 million. So it means that my hair company is valued at 20 million. It's just the number of shares out there multiplied by the price. Does everyone understand market cap now? So that's what market cap is. So let's look at this Apple, and somebody tell me the market cap of Apple. Just the shape is on the graph. If your graph is still open, tell me the market cap of Apple. 4 point. Yes, a bit shy. Just say it out loud, please.
$4.38 trillion.
$trillion. What's the market cap of Microsoft? Somebody tell me market cap of Microsoft. Eh? 4 point. Between. Am I right? Is this fish bait? 2.8 trillion. What's the market cap of Google? Google market cap, what is it? 2.4. 4.48 trillion. And one last one, NVIDIA. NVIDIA is what? What's the market cap of NVIDIA? Yes. Okay. So when they say NVIDIA is the largest company in the world, does it make sense? Do you know why it's the largest company in the world? It's the market cap. That's it. Right? It's as simple as that. So what I'm telling you is simple. So now let's ask this question. Would you rather invest in a $200 million company or in a $2 trillion market company? And why? Would you rather invest in a $200 million pound company or in a $2 trillion company? Now we understand the market cap.
Again, it depends. If you are looking at the financials of emerging markets, you may find a 200 million company. I mean, the 2 trillion company actually came from somewhere as well. So it may well be that the 2 million company is a winner. But
200 million is a winner.
May ultimately be a winner. That's what I mean. So the 2 trillion company came from somewhere as well. So it may be part of the emerging markets that may end up being that. So sometimes I split my portfolio between emerging markets and developed world. So
okay, so between a solid company and that's you put in between. But I'm saying, which one would you go for? 200 or? Okay, let me do this. Let me do this. Let me just give this example. Okay, I want to climb this table. Can I climb the table? Eh? What is the problem? I beg, wait, I want to stand on this thing. I should climb it. Let me climb. Wait, let me. Eh? Okay, I should pray and climb, baby. I love you, brother. Okay, Lord, help me as I climb this. We're in church, I won't fall. We're in church, I won't fall. I'm on my own. Kilonshe. Okay, please, let me just try. We're in church. Will I fall? Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus should come down. Okay. Can I stand on this platform? Right? This is what 2 trillion feels like. This is what 2 trillion feels like. Eh? This is 2 trillion. This is 200 million. Eh? I should be nice. Guys, in real terms, that is what it is, frankly speaking. Yeah? That's what it is. So, if you only have one shot to take, because £2,000 to be saved, to save 2K, guy, save 2K, when we say you go put time, you don't even have anything to do with the money for the next 5 years. To invest 2K for 5 years. I wasn't here. Oh. You see, the guy is seeing something. He wasn't here. He wasn't here when we said these things. 200 million, 2 trillion. Yeah? And to get to 2 trillion is different, which I'll come to SpaceX, valued at 1.7 trillion day one. Okay, I'm coming to that. So, we keep going. Oh, you missed something. Please tell me.
I want to really understand what the last point you have just made. So do you mean it's safer to look at the market cap of a company rather than the worth of the company while investing?
Oh, man. I love this. I love this. You know why I say I love this? I'm not here to tell you what to do. Because we're all adults. And what I'm teaching you here is secondary school knowledge. Because I delivered this same lecture, this same presentation to the under 16s. That it was so good that someone went to their school, and is here now, and told the school, this is what I did, American school, international school. And they invited me, they called me to come and teach their children because of the testimony of what this young man explained to their school. So they wanted me to come to their school and share what I shared with them. So what I'm trying to tell you is that what I'm teaching you, or what I'm trying to explain to you, is secondary school knowledge. I'm trying to trigger your mind. I'm not trying to school you. All right? I'm asking you questions. I'm not telling you what to do. So, let's look at this. So you see, you're thinking. That's why I'm excited. Yeah? The financial auditor is already an auditor now. See you, auditor already. You're spoiling my show. He's already thinking. You know what I'm saying? He's already thinking. So let's look down more. Revenue. We've talked about the revenue, right? No, we talked about market cap. Let's look at the revenue of Apple. Look at revenue of Apple. Just put Apple. You're still on share price of Apple, right? Scroll down. And already, no, we looked at revenue in terms of revenue for Google, right? You told us it was, how many million was it? Where is the guy that was struggling with the billions and the billion? You told us the revenue of Google, right? That was year 2020, you said, right? 21, right? And 2021 was about, what, 200 and... Okay, if you check, whenever you check, just shout it out. Net income, right? The net income of the company. Okay, so Georgina Hayes is making 100 million. But by the time she pays staff, pays rent, pays everything, she's left with 5 million. Out of 100 million. She pays her loans, pays everything, and she's left with, out of 100 million, she's only left with 5 million. But there is a Coco Pop's nail services salon. She makes 50 million revenue, but her net income is 25 million. Which company is better? $207 million. Oh, sorry. I feel you, bro. I feel you. It's sinking in. It's sinking in. Even myself, I'm not even going to million. Can you imagine? Your PE ratio as well. Price to earning ratio. Okay? Now, I know this one's a little bit complex. So that's why I decided to explain this one. So how expensive the stock is relative to its earnings. Okay? How much money it's making to the price that they've put on it. So if earnings is growing, the business is growing. Okay, but some of these metrics is, I will link you to my website so that you can look at some of them. Dividend. Okay, so these are metrics you should look at. The market cap, the revenue, the profit, the PE ratio, there's operating margin. There are so many other metrics you can look at to value a company to see if it's actually doing well or not. But the net income is key. All right, so what if your revenue investment is paid in the company every year? So what if your investment paid you income every year? Would you rather rely on your salary or salary plus investment income? Which one? Yeah. Common sense, eh? All right. So let's go into it now. Where do you actually do it? Now, remember, this is not an advice, and this platform for mainly beginners use this one. So, Trading 212. Have you heard of Trading 212 before? How many have an account with Trading 212? Excellent. Good. Good. All right. We're getting to the Hargreaves and Lansdowne. How many of you have heard of it before? How many of you have heard of it now? How many of you have an account with Hargreaves and Lansdowne? 1, 2. Anyone else? Okay. Now, the good thing about Hargreaves and Lansdowne is that you can have an account, like I said, for you, your wife, your kids. And you can manage it, your wife can manage it. All right? And the good thing with Hargreaves and Lansdowne is that they give you an ISA account. They also give you lifetime ISA. They also have junior ISAs as well. So with your lifetime ISA, you need to be less than 39 years of age. I will show all that later on, but I would explain. So Hargreaves and Lansdowne has a whole big portfolio. Revolut. Anybody have Revolut accounts? Anybody have any investment account with Revolut? How many of you buy shares with Revolut? 1? Nah, of course not. Who else? 2? Revolut accounts? 3, 4? So you saw your hand, the billion guy. You have an account Revolut? Okay. So not just for spending, Revolut have a small part there where they have invest. Click on it. Invest. Okay, because they give you also stocks and shares ISA. I'll explain that later. Okay. So one thing you should watch out for is fees. Every time you buy, every time you sell. So on Revolut, I have a Revolut account, but I pay for the metal account because the metal account is £14.99 every month, and I don't get to pay for any transactional fees when I buy stocks. And I can buy fractional shares. So basically, I cannot buy one stock of Microsoft. If I have £100 change, I can use it to buy shares. And I can open a stocks and shares ISA account, which allows me 20K a year, tax-free, right? So my Revolut account is very, very buoyant. What I mean by that is I can use it anytime. So I have 100K, I have 50K, I have 2K, I have 3K, 1K. I can remove £500, put it in my ISA account, and buy stocks with it straight away in my Revolut account. And I can buy £500 worth of Google, can buy £200 worth of Microsoft, right? It's like shopping for shoes or bags or whatever you fancy. Shop for stocks. Please shop for stocks. £50 a month is from 18. Thank God we're no more 18. Most of us here are not 18 anymore. You can recover time by starting £100 a month. But I can tell you that I invest like crazy. I have a wildfire of investing. Because it's good to throw your blessings. No, not just in the water. TDJ says you need to learn how to throw your blessings forward. Throw your blessings forward. He said some of the Americans or something, they have more money on trainers than on a laptop. You know, you just buy the latest trains, latest shoes, the latest bag, latest. And someone said one time that we are spending money on Louis Vuitton. But do you know who's winning? Louis Vuitton. You're buying Louis Vuitton. Who's winning? It's Louis Vuitton. But if you buy the investment and the stocks, that's what's winning. Okay, so, we've heard about ISAs, right? Cash ISAs, stocks and shares ISA. How many of us know stock and share ISA? Be honest. Okay, you don't know about stocks and shares ISA. Let me see your hand up now. You don't know stocks and shares ISA. You don't know stocks and shares. Anybody you don't know? The billion guy. Stocks and shares ISA. You don't know. Anybody here? Who else? I know, but I don't understand. You know, but you don't understand. Okay, good. Now let me make you understand it, everybody. This is how I invest. Every single pound I make, this is how I invest it. It's tax-free. Now, I bought my house we're living in right now, I had about 200,000 pounds in profit when I bought my house, or just roughly when I bought the house. But the point is that all the investments I've been making, I was putting them in my stocks and shares ISA account. As my salary comes in, every month, lump it in. Every month, lump it in. I try my best to invest. I may fill up this year, I'll fill up the next year, I'll try and fill up as much as I could. But the maximum you can put in your stocks and shares ISA is 20K. Now, there's a cash ISA, which most of us know. It's the same 20K. But there's a stocks and shares ISA, which is exactly the same. So everybody in the UK has an allowance of 20K a year to save. You can save it as cash, or instead of opening a cash ISA, you can open a stocks and shares ISA, which you can still leave the money in cash if you choose to. But with that, you can take it out and also buy stocks with it. And that's the difference. Anything you make, any profit you make in there is tax-free. What I mean by that is I was able to save only 5K this year. Now I bought Microsoft. Let's say this particular year, it ballooned to 50K. Do you know that I can take that 50K in the ISA, sell it, take some more, the money, profit, buy Google shares, buy NVIDIA shares. I still have 15K to pay in. Does it make sense? So whatever the amount balloons to, it doesn't matter. What you have, your allowance to pay in is 20K a year. And it starts from April 5th to April 5th. Every single year. That allowance is available for you to use. And like I said, but if you put 5K in, it grows to 50. That year you say, almost cash. You go and withdraw 20K to do something. I think I don't need the money again. I don't need the money. I want to put it back inside. You can't. You can only put back how much? No, I said you had 5K. 15. So your remaining cash is out. You can't put it back in. But you can sell within the platform without withdrawing and reinvest the money and grow the cash, invest, and within that same financial year, you still have 15K to pay in. Does it make sense? Is ISA clear? And that's it. So it's basically an individual savings account. That is what it means. So you can invest up to 20K. That's the limit each year. And then you also have your workplace pension, which is your self-invested pension fund as well. That one has its own limits as well, which is also tax relieving as well. You can also have your employer contributions added to that as well. So I maximize your employer pension contribution. So if you're not, please sign up with your pension, your company, whatever they are paying, pay. Right? What I mean by that, normally when you pay into your pension, your company will also add to it as well. And like I've said before, please go to your company, call them up. I need to see the pension, where my pension is being invested. Ask them for the fact sheets. They will send it to you, or they'll give you an online access. My wife had a pension with the company she was working with. She stopped working for the company because we were having a second, and then the money was just in the account. I said, what is the money invested in? Please, you need to call them and find out. Let us know. So she chat them up. They gave her the login. She logged in, and you see the funds available. You just see them listed like that. These are the various funds. And the company manages for you. So they will just separate, put the funds into different funds. By the end of the day, I told them, no, remove it from all of this because we've read the fact sheets. They're like 5 minutes read. And I said, this one had the American stocks and investing in tech and everything. I said, move 100% into that. She did, and the stocks, her pension is just rapidly growing. Don't leave it to chance. Please go back now. If you're working, go back now. Call your company. Ask for the fact sheet. What I'm telling you, a very good friend of mine did the same thing to me. That's what I did, and my pension has doubled. Okay. And tripled, in fact. So, lifetime ISA. Anybody have it before? I need to rush now because of time. Have anybody had this before? Lifetime ISA. How many of you have it? First of all, you have to be 39 and less, eh? Sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. I apologize. I apologize to that people before when I was in for the youths. How many of us are 39 and below? If you're not in that category, please, you can't have the account anymore. But if you had it before you cross this line, right, you have it till you're 50. You can invest in it until you are 50. And the money is available for you when you're 60, or you're terminally ill, or you're buying your first home. That's when you can withdraw the money out of it. Right? I had to withdraw money from my lifetime ISA when I had invested in the last time when we were buying our house in England. So I needed some of the cash as well to come out of it too. And they had to charge me. So if you buy, the government will put, every time you buy, the government is going to give you 25%. But please, if you never get paper, but no buy, you no open this one. If you're not resident citizen, please do not have this because you're going to request for government funds. And that will have a comeback. Please, so do not, if you don't have, do not open this account because if you do, they might give you the 1K, but when you go and apply, you know what I mean now? They'll come back for you. So please, this is for those, but again, you can open from when you're 18. Yes, please, question. Shoot.
Okay. No, it's just a trading platform. What do you think about Moneybox?
I haven't used them before.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. And do they have stocks and shares ISA?
They have them all, just like Revolut.
Just like Revolut and
like Trading 212.
Like Trading 212.
Yeah.
And it's regulated by the FCA?
Yes.
Okay. If it is regulated by FCA, for me, it's safe. It's safe. Yeah? Any other? Yes? Shoot. Yeah, go. Oh, it's not.
Thank you.
Okay.
I've used Moneybox. My suggestion is their LISA is very good. And so after you've bought your first house, if you want to then use it for your retirement, they have stocks and shares LISA, not just cash LISA. So you can then convert your contributions to stocks and shares LISA. So you can put in money until 50, and then you can access it at 50,
60.
57, I think 58.
60.
60, yeah. So it's 60, that's correct. 60. So that's one benefit of Moneybox. In terms of their stocks and shares ISA, I stay away from it. Their fees are about 0.45%.
Wow.
Which is
high. Yes, significantly high.
I try to stay away from that. The other useful part of it is their junior ISA. It's okay, I think, but you just need to check the fees. They change it sometimes based on the volume of your portfolio. And finally, their personal pension, you have to invest in their funds. They recently moved from their own funds to Amundi. So one of them has 0.29% fees. So if you want to compare with other platforms like HL, which I talked about, or something like Invest Engine, which is also regulated, and at the moment has 0 fees. So
okay, so like I said, fees is very, very important. I have a Discord group as well where we talk about fees. You can watch the fees, you can compare them as well, and ChatGPT can also help you to pick out the right one to invest. But again, like you mentioned clearly, this is your lifetime ISA. You also have this one, your junior stocks and shares ISA as well. How many of us have heard of it before? He mentioned it now, but how many of us know about it? Not the cash ISA, not the cash ISA, junior stocks and shares ISA. Yeah? Okay. So, less than 18, you can have this one for your kids, right? The maximum amount you can put in is 9K a year for each child. For each child. 9K a year, right? So that can be used for that. And you can even decide not to let them know. For those of us that have don't let them know yet, they can have that, and you can open it for them, and then towards the time they're about to settle down, whatever, you have control of it. But once they turn 18, they have control of it. But if you don't want them to know, you can have that, and over time, build it. And as it grows, some parents are like surprised. They want to buy a house. Okay, don't worry, just go ahead and book it. I'm looking at it. Mommy, do you have the money? Just buy. Tell me when you're ready. So when they're ready that they want to buy, deposit is ready to go, they'll now turn up and say, okay, here you go, that's your account, and that was the balance inside it. And that's the deposit for the house. So you change the generation of your parents, of your kids. Okay? Does it make sense? So you need to be less than 18. You can open that right now for your kids and start paying in every month. But you're buying stocks and shares. It's a stocks and shares, not cash. Cash is 2%. With stocks and shares, you can get up to 8 to 9% yearly. If you start early, by 18 years from now, it makes a big difference. My kids have this as well. I have it for both of them. And again, England, where we stay now, school fees is 18 grand a year for uni. So you can imagine, it's crazy. It's not cheap. School fees alone is 8 grand or 10. Accommodation is 8 grand. They're not even going to Imperial College. Try. I have 2. Okay, fire on the man. Oh, those of us that have 3 and those that have more, well, to you be glory. I mean, you're working in Scotland, so all the best. But in England, don't cross the line. Keep your children here. Don't come that way. It's very expensive. Okay, so choosing a company, how you know what to buy. So would you invest in a company that loses money every year? We talked about it, right? Common sense is what? It's not common, have you? Okay, would you invest in a company that's drowning in debt? So I'm clicking on some of his metrics. We've talked about the revenue. We've talked about the market cap, which just gives us the broad picture. We've talked about the net income. We've talked about the PE ratio. We've talked about, now, I'm talking about the debt. How much are they owing? Very, very important. How much are they owing? Okay, would you invest in a company that no one uses the product? Bad markets. Okay, so interesting concepts to look at. Profits, revenue, debt, growth, consistency. Does it make sense now? Okay. Now, everything I'm trying to let you know here is this thing, everything I'm talking about here, all these questions I'm asking you, at the end of the day, guys, bottom line is put money inside the account, scroll to the company, click buy, you own it. Everything I'm telling you right now, if you go on with nothing else, your head is blank, blank, blank until now. What I'm saying to you is basically put £500 in your account, go to Revolut, Trading 212, IG, Moneybox you talked about, or any account at all, put money in it, open a stocks and shares ISA account. You will see, once you open a stocks and shares ISA account, you will see all the stocks listed. Microsoft, Apple, Google. The names just start to fly at you very quickly. And you can click on any of them. Once you click on any of them, you just see the buy. Buy me. Buy me. Click, buy, buy. Once you click buy, if you put £500, it's gone. You own that stock straight away, and that's it. You own it. And you just leave the thing there to just grow. That is it. But you need to know what you are buying. So what I've been trying to do here since was try to trigger your mind, but think about it like any other regular business. What am I buying? Who is using it? Is it a common product? Are they making any money? Are they generating any revenue? How much do they owe? By the time you ask these simple questions, you will see the answers right in front of you. And right now, you can use ChatGPT, Gemini, you can use Copilot. They'll give you clear answers, and you can compare companies very, very easy. Like I said to you, this is secondary school knowledge. Most of this information before to you, for you to find them out, you need to join a platform and then go to the financials of the company to find out about these things. But now it's readily available. Yahoo Finance has a lot. ChatGPT can filter the best, and you can find out about a company. Should I buy or should I not buy? But just don't go on hype. Go on what the company is saying. If nothing is wrong with the business, should you sell it then? If there's nothing wrong with the business, should you sell it? No. So when should you sell? When the business has changed. You were wrong. You understand what I'm saying? There was a hype, you jumped into it, or a better opportunity exists. Does it make sense? Okay. Does that make sense? Fear is your greatest asset in investing. Fear is your greatest asset in investing. When everybody's afraid, sit down, guy, and read that company's profile. Why is it falling? What is wrong with this business? Check their income, check their profit, check their debt, check it and check it and check it and check it. You will see the metrics that this thing is doing so well. The price is just because they are investing. They've decided to buy data centers, decided to invest more. So their price is wrong because they are losing money in quote, but they are spending money for a future growth. And as they're spending money, their price is dropping because their value is dropping, but it's dropping to increase the value. So you buy. Microsoft is dropping now from 500 to 365. Do you know why? They've just spent, combined Microsoft, Apple, Google, they've spent about 700 billion. Billion, my guy. Billion. Billion. To going to 1 trillion to buy data centers, to invest in data centers, to build data centers. That's what they're doing right now with the money. Okay, so let's quickly wrap up now. We talked about risk, again, which is very important. See risk here. Risk is not the enemy. Ignorance is, eh? So what is risk? No diversification in your money, emotional decisions, investing without understanding. Okay, so volatility is normal. We've talked about that. COVID, companies buying and selling. People are, sometimes huge investors are selling the shares because they've made a lot of profit. Imagine talking about 5 years ago. Some of these institutional investors, they've bought these companies. They've bought these companies. Please, do you know how many percentage of Coca-Cola is owned by Warren Buffett? How many of you know that? Coca-Cola, how many percentage is owned by Warren Buffett? How many shares of Coca-Cola do you think Warren Buffett has? Oh yeah, ChatGPT now. Give me an answer. ChatGPT, give me an answer. How much shares of Warren Buffett have Coca-Cola? 60 million shares. 60% of Coca-Cola? No reach like that. Calm down now, guys. Check. How many of Coca-Cola, Warren Buffett, what's the percentage of shares he owns in the company? How many of you know? Check. Coca-Cola we drink every day. All parties, birthday parties, everywhere. How much? Who owns this? Who is owning these shares? Check. Check. 400
million shares.
Say it again. You say, Kiliko? 9.3%. He owns 9.3% of Coca-Cola. When I started investing and I saw Coca-Cola was about $32 per stock. Coca-Cola is now sitting on what? What's the price of share price of Coca-Cola now? What's the share price of Coca-Cola? I check now. Share price of Coca-Cola is what now? Where's share price of Coca-Cola? Just check. Share price is the ticker symbol, which is the abbreviation of the name, is KO. What's the share price of Coca-Cola now? $79. It's almost 3x. He has 400 million shares of the company. And Coca-Cola, nobody until to date has been able to duplicate it. And we are drinking. How many of you own Coca-Cola shares? Okay, so when somebody comes and says, praise the Lord. I just paid off my mortgage. Oh, hey, I give out all the glory. We just invested in it. And they just leave. They don't even tell you what they did. They don't tell you. Nobody's going to say, what did you do to pay this thing off? Come and sit down and tell us. What did you do? I can tell you that the money I used to invest in my house when we bought it was money I bought with shares. I bought a company then, Ascensor Surgical, during the COVID period. I bought it at 87 cents. Please don't buy penny stocks. I bought it at 87 cents. It went to $6.87. I invested £6,000 in it. I had about 50K profit. I know, it was good. Yeah, 50K profit. During COVID period, there was this thing called SPACs, Special Purpose Acquisition Companies, that came out because we were tracking the market. And I have a group where about 500 of us, most people here, I don't know if some of you are part of the group as well on Discord. So the guy came up and said, guys, there's this thing called SPAC that is on now. I said, what is it? So basically, a shell company will register in the NASDAQ. Blank company. They'll go to NASDAQ, pay all the bills, do everything, but it's a blank company. They'll call it X&X Associates or X&X company, but it's blank. They are looking for companies to merge with. So you're doing a battery company, you're doing EVs. So they'll announce that they want to merge with this company. And when they're in the market blank, they are trading at $9. Almost all of them are trading at $9. Now, if they announce a merger, brother me, this stock starts to rally to $15, $20, $19 for one of them, for one stock. If the merger doesn't work, right, for any reason, they return you back your $9. My guy, it was a no-brainer now. I was just loading. They were announced, we look at it, now we started reviewing SPACs in the group. Reviewing SPACs in the group, we see this SPAC is good, we check what they are interested in. They're interested in EVs, they're interested in that, it is a good, viable venture. They announced, before they even announced, we've bought them at $10. I put 10K, I was putting 5K, I was putting 15, I was just loading money in. And these things were going to, guy, if something is 10 and it goes to $5, that's 50% profit. From 10 to 15, 50% profit. I'll just cash out. Because when they merge, they become a real company, and then all the matrices start to come into play. But just the announcement of this alone, SPACs were a huge hit during COVID. But now they've all died down because, of course, they regulated them, they checked them up and everything and all that stuff. So it's still existing, but not as before. If you track it, you will see the trend. Sometimes there's a way God brings his blessings along the way when you track this thing and you see the wave coming in and you grow. Like now, Micron is growing in memory. If you invested early in memory right now is spiking crazy. Anybody that got in early would have made money today. Okay, so let's close, and I want to take your questions. Now, trading... I don't know. I don't want to go into this a lot because with trading, I advise you not to do it. Avoid trading. How many of you know how to trade? How many of you know how to trade? How many of you have given people money to trade for you before? Did he succeed? He succeeded. Okay, good. Anybody that succeeded in trading? Of bad memories. Okay, I can tell you very well, Obaro is left now, but one weekend here in church, that Sunday, me and my wife made about £33,000 one weekend. 33K. Hi! That was a beautiful moment. 33,000 in the morning like this. We had gone into a trade, and on Sunday, I opened it. It was the account opened, I saw £22,000. I told my wife, I'm going to close it. My wife said, close it for what? Leave it to grow. I said, woman, I've used 22,000 before. Close it back. 22K. Come, cashed in. Before I came to church again, I put in another trade. And when I was upstairs, after I finished with the youths upstairs, I just looked at my account again. I saw another 8K. I was going to bar. I said, man, check this out. Look at that, man. Look at the money. I think I should be investing. I closed it again, 8K in. Took my wife to Nissan garage, you know what I'm saying? I said, well, you want to buy that one? You know what I'm saying? You want to buy that one? My kid was running around. I said, this is how much I have in my account. Try it. And next I just said, I want that car, you know, just pay. Whatever I like. Just, honey, choose your spec, you know, to be bought. So I use that confidence now to continue trading. Oh, my guy. Hey, Father, help me. They were just, hi. Now, let me tell you how trading works. Trading, right, it's like this. So now we've looked at the share price of Apple, right? Share price of Apple was, we say, 268 or 290 something. Okay, let's just, for make it simple, $200 is the share price of Apple. So 200.00 in the normal world where I'm teaching you to invest, right? Now, let's step away from this normal world into the trading world. Are you with me now? Are you following me? You moved into this place, Abby? Remove the dot. Does it make sense now? So now you have what? 20,000 points. Forget the price now. Remove the dot, you now have 20,000 points. Now, how do I trade? So I want to trade this game now, this market. So now I believe that Apple will grow. Apple's going to do well, right? So you have two options. You have a buy button, you have a sell button. Now, the buy button means you're saying it's going to go up. The sell button means it's going to go down. So the buy, you can say, is going to go long. The sell also alternates to say it's going to short, which means it's going to go down. Okay. So I want to trade. Follow me, I want to trade. So I go into the platform. I have some money in my account. And I go and I say the first step is to choose a buy or a sell. So my prediction is a buy. So I click buy because I believe it's going to go up. Now you have what you call a lot size, but call it a rate. For simplicity's sake, it's a rate. For every point, I will choose that how much money the platform will pay me or I'll pay them. I will choose. Hi, can you imagine, guys? For every point, it goes up or down. Up being I'm choosing to go up, right? Every point I can select there and say, pay me $10 per point. Either way. I select it, and then I click. Then they will show me a margin. What they call a margin is like a collateral. How much money you have in your account as a backup cash. So for every $1, one rate I choose, they can tell me that you need $1,000 in your account. So let's assume that I choose a size of 10. They will say you need to have $10,000 in your account. And I go execute. Brother and sister, I can tell you very well that if Apple goes to $201 in this side, how many points in this side? No. I had 200.00. I removed the point. So on this side is 20,000. So if Apple goes up by $1, how many points has it gone up by here in the points world? No. I want us to get it together. 100. Let's follow the maths. 200.00. That is, no, this is the value. This is the value in shares. 200.00. Right? So if I come to the trading world, I remove the point. That's 20,000. But if Apple goes up by $1, 201 in the normal market. If I go to the trading market, how many points is that? 100. Abi? And it's 100 points, right? 100 points. So if I now choose $10 per point and it goes up, how much profit have I made? And I can tell you if it goes to 1,000 and I get 1,000 pounds, as I close that trade, that money comes into my account, is tax-free. I've just made 1K tax-free. Now, let me tell you what me and my wife did, what I did. Bitcoin Cash came out. There was a lot of hype. You remember Bitcoin Cash? When there were cryptocurrencies were on the hot, I was trading then. Foolishly did I know, but it brought money. It was $985 in this side of it. I entered a trade of size of 22. Remove the dot. On this side was 98,000 points. I entered a size of 22. It went to 1,000, in this side, $1,890. So on this side, it's gone up by almost 1,000 points. Does it make sense? So already, I could see my balance as 22K. Then the market closed. On Saturday, it was just rising. I took it on a Friday. Saturday was just climbing. So by Sunday, I was now telling my wife that this thing has hit almost it went to almost 2,800 and something, not just 1,800. So we're seeing close to 35,000 pounds in cash. That night on Saturday, I couldn't sleep. I was looking at my phone like this. I said, honey, look at this thing. Can you imagine? Hey, Father Lord. Then it started to drop. I told my wife that, so see my reaction here now. You see I'm going through. I told my wife that, hey, Omo, the thing is dropping. Oh. Come, did it open on Sunday? My says on Monday. And I said, okay, you know what? On Sunday, the market will open. I watched, just Google and see if IG opens on Sunday. IG opens on Sunday, 8 o'clock. I told my wife, 8 o'clock, they open. Oh. So we kept our phone like this on the dining table. Me, I sat down here. My wife sat down here. Open. No, market has closed on Saturday. Yeah, market closed on Saturday. So Sunday 8, it was going to open. So we knew already that Saturday it closed. The capping point it fell to was 22K. So we looked at our account at 8 o'clock, 7:59. It just hit, bam, 8 o'clock, bah, 22,000. I told my wife, we need to close this position. My wife said, close it for what? Let it grow. I said, woman, have you seen this kind of money before? We need to close this thing now. She said, no, leave it to grow, leave it to grow. Cash 22K. I went in again, same thing. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is that my company was having a conference. The MD came to speak. I was in my office. I looked at my accounts. I saw Microsoft. They were trading low. I put in a trade. I can't remember what size I put. Chilled. By the time I went to the meeting, £3,000. I cashed it. I said, look, guys, but wasting their time here. You know, you're having a meeting. I'm just made £3,000. I beg, you be talking blah, blah, blah. Confidence. I entered again. The thing started to fall. I saw minus 2,000. I said, hey, Father Lord. The thing started to fall again. I said, hey, well, I closed. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is that the same size you put that it will go up is exactly the same size the platform will hit you if it's coming the other way against what you've decided. So if you say, I believe it's going to go up, it starts to go down. They are billing you based on your rate. If you say times $10 per point, and for any reason, the CEO say, Apple phone today, they did not work, Apple phone today didn't work very well. It's not doing very well because of clinical. Apple will just start, every point times 10, times 10, times 10, times 10, times 10, times 10. My guy, even if you're in the toilet, you will you will run like this. This thing has destroyed people, homes. It is a disaster. You do not get involved in trading. You will not be able to sleep. You will be panicking steady. And when you win, I tell you, I went to Abu Dhabi on holiday. Come on, man. Pen Suites. That's where we're staying. Marriott Hotel. I remember that time, 2018. Bought my wife a car. We've already booked holiday. We'll not get money. As soon as 5K enter, I say, holiday. £5,000, 2018. We stayed in the Pen Suites, with the wife. We're just moving around, just chilling. What do you want? And just take it. It's fine. It's okay. I'll put on that trade and I'll make more money. Just keep going. I just spend. I took a car. They gave me points. I was driving very fast and they were billing me anyhow. Just 2,000. I said, that's why I just paid. I was paying 2,000 riyals. I just thought, just chilling. I took this confidence into the trading team. My guy, they started to hit me. I said, I told my wife, I even told my wife's sister, I said, bring some cash. I'll trade for you. I'll give you some money. You give me. She sent me $5,000. I'm a man. 2K5 loss. I closed. I said, I called. I said, I will pay you back now. Just wait. Close the account. Close everything. She said, where's my money now? I said, I will send it to you. I will send it to you. I started owing people money. But I started owing her money. But I can tell you that people in Nigeria, when they're telling you they're trading FX, Forex, this is exactly what they are doing. Pound versus dollar. Remove the dots, the same thing. Choose a size, the same thing. Can you imagine how volatile? If you understand what I've just explained trading to you now, what it means, it's exactly it. I know of a friend that went into this thing. Well, I heard of him. I've been doing I don't want to call him my friend again. You see what I mean? This guy went to it. He borrowed money. People were paying in. Because when you pay in and you have a huge cash, what will you do to your size? Because you don't want to stay in the market for too long now. You know what I mean? So you can put a size of 50. So that anyone, you've hit it big, you close. you bank it, you cannot give people their money and promise them to give them. But can you imagine promising somebody 15% every single month, including their capital? Is it possible? It's not possible. But that is what you get in Nigeria. I mean, speaking from my own country. Everywhere, FX trading. People say, give me money, I'll trade for you. Guy, it cannot work. Because you cannot guarantee what Trump will say tomorrow. You can't even guarantee what the next sway of the economy will go tomorrow. It can sway to the left, to the right. So that's why I beg people, please stay away from trading. But the skill, you can have it. Because I can tell you right now, if I know that Apple is going to crash tomorrow for one criminal reason or something like that, if I have a spare 1K, I might just go into my platform, take a size and sell. But they might come out and tell you it's a false news. Bam, it starts to reverse up. I mean, I've put a size to crash. Just imagine the mess. So you can have this skill, you can make money, you gain, you lose, but please, stick to investing. If you have a partner that's into trading, tell them not to. They win big and see the confidence level. When they encourage you, come on, man, this thing is, but you will lose. If you put the net value, you lose a lot of money. And it destabilizes you psychologically. You can't even do anything. Your relationship with your family, your spouse, everything just gets all sideways. Please, I beg you and I beg you. You see the way I was excited and see me even sweating now as I'm talking about it. This is how you will be. Monday to Friday. Do you know the funny thing? That's what people say, I don't have time. When they say about, I don't want to be investing because I don't have time. That's because a lot of the news is they are dealing with people that are trading, not people that are investing. Because when you invest, you research the company once, you like what they are doing, and you put your money in, and you go and sleep. You don't even bother looking at your account again. You check it once in a while. How is it doing? How's the company faring? That is investing. But people have always had the mindset that this thing, and that's the way this guy do be investing. I beg, I'm not interested. I can't buy a stick. I can't even sleep at night. That is the problem. I wanted to disabuse your mind. Investing is simple. Just put the money in, and that's it. Okay, guys, I think I've been one time is not there anymore on our side, so I want to take your questions. Okay. But what I want to do first of all is that I'm feeling a little bit generous, and I did this the last time, but I want to do something. But before I do that, I just want to share this one with you. Can we say it together? Yeah, that's what David said. So everything I've said to you here, you would never beg. You would never beg. It's just the knowledge you need to know. You would never beg. David said he was a young man like most of us, and he said now he's old. He says he has never, he has never. I want to emphasize the word never. I will say it again, never. Say never. Never. Sin. You know, this makes me even want to cry now. Never seen. Never seen it. Or never. So if David has never seen it, you will never see it. That's what I want to finish with. You would never see it. That's the point. Incredible, Abby? That's incredible, right? Yeah, that's where we're going. That's where we should be. Generous loans. But watch people will give them to Sha. Yeah. Okay. All right. So if you have any questions, please do ask. Right? I need questions now. But I want to show you something first of all. Can we go to my Facebook page? Okay, thank you. So let me just show you if this would work. Did you turn off the mouse? Oh, but I can't see the cursor. Okay, I can see, yes. So I don't know if Facebook is open now. Yeah. Let me just see if I can find quickly. Do I need to sign in? Oh, no. Okay, no, sorry, it's your Facebook page. No vex, so. Let me see. You follow me? Ah. Do you have your mouse to check investment? Let me see if it would. I don't know if it's there or whether you. Maybe let me see if it will enter. Shares and investment lifestyle. Let me see. Yes. Okay. So this is my page, and it's growing.
One question.
So
Would I buy the whole company? Before you buy a stock, ask yourself one question. Would I buy the whole company if I had the money? Most people buy stocks without knowing what the company actually does. This is just a simple checklist before you go deeper into the company's financials and performance. Here's my simple 5-minute research process. Step 1. What does the company sell? If you can't explain the business to a 10-year-old, don't invest yet. Step 2. How does it make money? Every successful company solves a problem and gets paid for it. Step 3. Is the business growing? Are more people using its products today than 5 years ago? Step 4. Who are its competitors? A great company can still be a bad investment if stronger competitors are winning. Step 5. Would you be happy owning this business if the stock market closed for 5 years? That's the question Warren Buffett often encourages investors to think about. Remember, a stock is not a lottery ticket. It's ownership in a real business. The best investors don't buy tickers, they buy companies. Follow Shares and Investment Lifestyle for more clear breakdowns of finance and investing. It's more than money, it's a lifestyle.
Okay, so that's Rebecca.
EBITDA. Sounds less like...
Andrew. I'm not going to say most of it, but just to say that these are my employees, and they're all AI, right? So that's Andrew. That's Andrew. The lady that spoke the first time, she's Rebecca. There's Sasha. There's Jenny. But these are all my employees. I call them my employees because they're all my mind spaces. So every time I have an idea or a concept or I have something to explain, rather than repeat it most times, I get one of them to do this. So I basically generate these videos and I post lots of them. You can watch EBITDA, explain of EBITDA, PE ratio, why you should buy a company. So if you do, please follow me. And the page is growing apparently. I mean, this in 6 months alone, we've climbed up to 2,000, from 600 to 2,300 people followers now. So it's really climbing a lot. And I'm trying my best every time to create more and more and more contents that are useful. So if you tell me you're struggling with something, I could help to break it down even more.
Welcome to Shares. Before you invest...
Have you ever wondered how...
Sorry, it's just the volume is too loud. Yeah, so there are so many of them. So please do follow. So you should click follow. Yes, click follow. So any questions? Any questions? How to set up the account? Which company to buy? Hottest stock? SpaceX. Why didn't I didn't join the IPO for SpaceX. Why? From what you know now, should you buy SpaceX or not? Or should you have bought SpaceX when the IPO came out? Do you know SpaceX had an IPO? Yeah. Yeah? How many of us bought SpaceX? Okay, you did. Correct. Good. Any other person? No. Why didn't we buy? Or did we know? Or what informed our decision? Did we know about it and why didn't we buy? See, is I want to say something. You say?
It didn't make sense that time.
It didn't make sense? Yeah. What do you mean by that? Sorry.
What that means is, as at that time, yeah, I've been hearing of SpaceX, but it was just one of those generic words. It was recently started paying attention to it. So, yeah, I knew when they did their public offer.
Okay. So you didn't know what the company was about?
Yeah, as at then.
Perfect. So you don't buy. Excellent. No issues with that.
So I actually tried buying, but I put a stop order or a limit order because I was worried that as soon as it opens, it might just,
Spike.
Yeah, so I put a limit order, and it did. It just went far above my limit order. So
you cashed out?
I didn't buy.
Oh, I don't understand. Your limit order was too high?
Was low. I put
your
it
limit
at,
order was, okay,
yeah.
you felt to drop before going up?
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you mean. Okay. And any other person again?
I didn't buy because from my analysis, it's overvalued.
Overvalued.
I think it's going to come good, but not at the current price.
But not at the current price. Yeah. Any other question? Anybody, why didn't you buy? Or okay, let's put it plain ignorance, as in I didn't even know what was going on. How many of you? I didn't know what was even going on, as in SpaceX. Guys, you're over my head. What are you talking about? In that category, anybody? Good, majority. All right. So it's exactly the same with most people because they had no idea what was even happening. So SpaceX is owned by Elon Musk, and basically they are sending in satellites into space. Starlink, who ever heard of Starlink before? It's owned by Elon Musk. So what they're basically doing is sending rockets to space with these satellites, launching them and coming back, landing the rockets back without any shuttle. Before in the past, they take a shuttle to take the rocket, launch it up, and then they bring it back down, or astronauts. So, but now a rocket sends it, and the rocket comes back. They can use a rocket 3 times. So basically, sending all these satellites into space, and they're using it for, of course, your communication and stuff like that. And then, of course, their AI. He wants to build a data center now in space. Now, data centers, the most that they will do when they come to any community is drain the power because it's quite heavy. Imagine everybody's thinking and computing at the same time. It's really, really heavy, okay? So, and it uses a lot of water, a lot of electricity because of cooling, because it's thinking all the time. It's not like a computer where you turn it off, it stops. Now, this one is consistently thinking. So the heat, the temperature is low, is high, and they now say in space is cold. So we can launch a data center to space. So there's a prospect that could work. NVIDIA wants to send their chips there. Everybody is thinking of now putting their stuff in space to cool it off. So all these future prospects, they came up with 135 as their price. It's gone up to almost 200 now. It's down to about 185 when it closed on Friday or Thursday. So nobody knows what the real value is because there's no profit. We don't really have the profit per se. Their revenue. Anybody has an idea what the revenue is? Profit, revenue, P/E ratio.
Yeah, they're just burning money.
Any metrics? Any numbers? So for me, buying long term, I don't have anything to value the company with. So this company valuation, they have 1.7 trillion, is when they went to the investment bank, and the investment bank would size it, the potential of the business, and say it is 1.7 trillion. When you put it against any metrics, it is just too overpriced for 135. So people are buying the hype right now. But again, I think it will settle. And I'm thinking maybe $90, $80. My own rough guess, but...
Yeah. I think I listened to too much of BBC over him.
Too much of BBC?
BBC. So there were so many analyses. So I think the conclusion was that whatever you are buying Elon Musk.
Yeah.
So whatever your thought about Elon Musk is, you think about Tesla and all of that, so there's some sense of value.
Yes.
In my thinking, I think it's overvalued right now. I think it will eventually find its value before it actually takes off. So
yes.
It might be good to just watch in all these hypes. Yes. The dust to settle, people will realize it comes to a place. I think it's a stock to look out for. Yes. Because, the guy is a crazy guy, first of all. Everything is done, people said it was impossible. Yeah. So if I check his track record, it might make it possible. But then know that you are buying into him. If it goes off, it goes off.
Because the real business has metrics. So it's something. I have a Tesla car. I have Tesla Powerwalls in the house. My house runs on batteries, and I can tell you it is a genius. The guy is a genius. If I knew what I know now about his products, I would have bought almost all Tesla shares. The car is incredible. The way it syncs profiles, the way it harmonizes everything is incredible. I have their Tesla Powerwalls in the house. I have 3 of them, and these things are amazing. They know when to shut the grid off. They know when to give to the grid. They know when it's the guy is ahead of the game. So I've easily bought it based on his intelligence, but you're buying on his name, and I'm buying a business. If you're buying a business, you need to know the metrics. Yeah? So this is what I talked about IPOs here on this as well. This I said
Before
about
you
IPOs.
invest in any IPO, take a moment to think carefully. When a popular company goes public, excitement can drive prices much higher than the company's actual value. Social media, news headlines, and investor enthusiasm can create a fear of missing out, causing many people to buy without fully understanding what they are investing in. Personally, I prefer to be patient. I'd rather watch the stock for a few weeks or even a couple of months after it starts trading. Yes, I might miss some early gains, but I also reduce the risk of buying at a price that is driven more by hype than by fundamentals. Remember, successful investing is not about being first. It's about making informed decisions and staying focused on your long-term goals. Whether it's SpaceX, another IPO, or any investment opportunity, take the time to do your own research, understand the risks, and invest only when you're comfortable with your decision. Patience is often one of the most valuable tools an investor can have. Follow Shares Investment Lifestyle for more
Okay, questions. Questions. If it's very clear, no questions, that means I've really done a good job, I think. If you have no questions. Okay, questions, tell me. Somebody, sorry, fire away. Who was asking? You? Okay, shoot.
Yes. So I've got two questions. And if you don't mind, I can share a practical experience of one of the things you've spoken about. So my first question is about asset allocation.
Asset allocation,
yes.
Okay.
So I know this is not financial advice.
Yes.
I'm just keen to pick your brain based on your experience. So in terms of looking at somebody with a decent time horizon, say 20 years plus.
20 years time, okay.
And someone who likes to sleep at night.
Okay. Some people like to sleep at night.
Who likes to sleep and not be panicking about what's happening, whether there is a dip or a crash.
Yes.
What's your general approach to asset allocation between individual companies and index funds?
Okay.
That's the first question.
All right, okay.
I'll ask the second
let me answer that straight away. So for me, investment, I try to, it's still the same principle, to send your grains across the seas, right? Spread your grain across the seas. So it depends on what you're comfortable with and what you know more of, right? I'm more of a tech guy because I understand the space more. And it's where I'm inclined to invest more because I see the prospects in tech, especially with AI boom. And that is where the economy is driving. That's what's driving most of the decisions major players are making right now. So I'm really tech heavy as it is right now. Even in my pension fund, it's mainly tech heavy. Microsoft, Nvidia, Google, Tesla, Apple, all tech, mostly tech. So I'm really heavy in tech. But for finance right now, because borrowing costs to be high, because all these companies are going to the banks to borrow. You know the funny thing, when you see me talking like this, you're thinking this guy went to financial school. I don't go. I didn't go. It's just the constant and consistent following of the market. Like you guys are talking about revenue now, profits, earnings. Before you, just within today alone, you'll be thinking that, how good am I in finance? But really, it's very, very, very simple. So for me, I'm more tech inclined. I'm not really into finance yet because it's very volatile in my head. Fine, companies are borrowing now. Would it make a lot of meaning? It doesn't really matter to the banks because you borrowed anyway. So you're still going to make an interest, and the banks will win eventually. But again, with the Ukraine war still running, you have this war with Iran running. Of course, they've borrowed a lot of spending, a lot of expense. I'm not really into finance. Healthcare, we're fairly stable now, nothing really major in healthcare. So I'm talking about the bio, the pharmaceuticals, nothing really triggering right now. Of course, COVID period was hot, so pharmaceuticals, ideal to buy because the good potential there. If you talk about ETFs, does anybody know what ETFs mean? Yeah, what do they mean? Tell me.
Exchange traded funds.
Okay, good. So it's a mix of stocks, but ETFs mean exchange traded fund. Exchange traded funds. So basically, they're a bucket of different companies. Like what I shared with you, VUSA is an ETF. Do you understand? Do you remember VUSA? VUSA, the one I shared. Huh? Where was like HL. Yeah, HL account. And I think this was the one. So I went to, I think I've almost answered your question, right? So for me, the allocation, the VUSA here, VUSA funds, and went to asset allocation. Where did I see that thing again now? ETF information, yes. And there was another thing, asset breakdown, yeah? You see that? So it's mainly tech heavy. So for me, I'm invested more in VUSA. I have this kind of VUSA funds. Or you can even build it yourself if you want to invest in this company. You can buy the individual names and you have this kind of portfolio. But everything depends on what you're really, really comfortable with. I can't tell you more heavy into finance or heavy into tech because AI, is it a bubble or not? Is AI a bubble? Okay, now, I think all of us right now, I think we're fairly upgraded in our knowledge of stocks and investing. So if I ask you now, is AI a bubble? What would you think? From a financial standpoint, do you think it's a bubble or not? Or it's coming up?
No, there's an element of bubble in it.
There's an element of bubble in it. But do you think it's here to stay? The technology is here to stay. Okay? Who do you think will be the big players in AI? Or where do you think it's safe to put your money if you have £2,000 now? Where do you think it's safe to put your money? ChatGPT. So how they're coming up on IPO, right? ChatGPT. We all use ChatGPT, right? Like Google. You think Google will phase out? Why?
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. What do you mean Google is everywhere? Who's using Google now these days? So they're into Gemini, right? Is Gemini better than ChatGPT? Yes. Yes. Rule of law being the country, rule of law being the region, right? So there are certain regions you invest in where rule of law don't apply. The company can just close down tomorrow. So again, there'll be a lot of AI companies coming out. Small, lots of companies. So do you rather stand on 200 million or 2 trillion? Yeah. So think about it that way. Market cap, the depth of the company, how well the company is performing, their revenues, stuff like that. So AI, in my opinion, is not a bubble. Yeah, tell me. Tell me.
I have a question.
Yes.
Because some of us are quite, let's just say, a bit lazy with this thing. So, but I know there's this concept that building your own is better than investing in already existing, like
portfolios like the VUSA and the rest of them.
Exactly. Just go to the one already set
Go to the
up.
individual names, you mean?
Yeah, like you can invest in a collection of stocks like the ETF that they've already put together.
Yes.
Maybe the rate will be different, but some people are like, no, it's better you build your own collection of stocks.
So which is better?
Which one do you?
Okay. Personally, I'm heavy on Google. I'm really, really heavy on Google. I mean, like, my portfolio is heavy on Google. If I have £2,000 right now, I'll buy all Google. I mean, last month alone, I bought all Microsoft. The coming month, I might buy all Google again. In my kids' account, I'm just buying Google most of the time. And they have this H&L fund, which is invested in Google, Microsoft, and I'm buying that fund as well. So I'm more heavy on tech. And I'm buying sometimes the individual names, but I'm also investing in VUSA. So you can have a combination of both. You can have individual names. You can have the ETFs, right? And some ETFs are tech. Some ETFs are in Asia. Some ETFs are all UK. Some all US. Some are emerging markets. Some are in Asia. So it just depends. But me personally, I pick individual names. But the individuals I pick are big, solid companies. I don't buy smallies. When I mean smallies, I mean their market cap. Does it make sense? You know what I mean by smallies, right? A market cap of 2 million, 20 million, 200 million, these are like still small companies growing, but they're companies of 30 billion, 40, 50 billion. But again, not just any company that I understand what they do. And I know that everybody uses what they do. Like Coca-Cola, everybody drinks it. You can buy Coca-Cola with go and sleep at night because people will still drink the thing. Questions? Is it clear? So you can have a mix. Individual names and ETFs.
Hi, Ogechi. God, firstly, a huge thanks for coming up to Aberdeen. Honestly, we appreciate your time and all that. And just to kind of attest to the kind of person Ogechi, I remember some years ago, he was giving me a lift to church on a Sunday. I think it was a Thanksgiving Sunday, and he dropped me and was like, "Oh, you're still here, still renting. Why? You should get your place." And I hadn't really thought about it. I didn't take it seriously. So I started kind of walking towards it. And 6 months after, I got the key to my first property. So God bless you. I just thought I'll mention that. But also to ask about the pension bit. So just to get a bit of clarity on that. Okay, we're still kind of working, we're building our pension. So is it about maybe having, people talk about having your pension in one pot. So is it that we're going to take the pension as it's coming in and just invest it and have the discussions with our employer? Or how does it work with the pensions? And the second quick question, which I'm hoping you'll be able to answer, is you've shared your details on Facebook and all that. So for people who aren't on Facebook, what's the other avenue of getting in touch with them, what you're doing just now?
Okay, cool. So thank you for that. Thank you for, and I was glad I had that conversation with you that day. So for pensions, like I discussed already with yourselves, if you're already working for an employer or so please make the inquiry. Okay, first of all, how many of us are working in employers? You're working for someone. Your hands up, show of hands. You have a pension. You have a pension running. How many of us have actually checked their pensions? Total amount. Okay. You've checked the total amount that is in there now. Checked. I want to see checked. You've seen the projection of your pension when you're retiring. How many have checked that? It's just a few buttons away. It's the same place, the same thing. Okay, good. How many of you are comfortable with the value your pension will be? How many of us are comfortable with the value? You can't be comfortable no matter. Guy, relax now. Calm down. Realistically. Okay, so realistically right now, if you retire or you've seen the value, are you comfortable with it?
No.
Okay. How many of you are aware of what is invested in?
Yes.
You just got to hear that today?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, I'm still trying to answer a question, but yes.
I'm just hearing this for the first time today.
Just press it. Yeah. Long press. All right.
Okay, so I'm just hearing this for the first time today, and I don't even know whether my employers are investing. I work for the NHS currently. So does it still apply to such? How do I go and be asking them?
I had the same question when I was in Fountain of Love. They actually invited me as well, the men's group. Same idea. It wasn't Fountain of Love. Another, was it Pastor Jide's church now? I can't remember his name. Pastor Jide. The Bridge of Dawn Church, yeah. They invited me in, and they were at Fountain of Love as well. So there's a lady who also worked in NHS as well. So she had the same thing because they don't really have access to their pension. But I think if you make an inquiry, and ask, you should be able to get a login sent to you. And with that, you can log in and you can see where first. Sorry? They send updates. Oh, they send updates as well too.
So
based on the particular company that you use.
No, but NHS is slightly because it's
yeah, that's what I'm trying to find out. So if for any reason they are not investing, is it in my
No,
it's not possible.
Every pension fund is invested.
Yes. Okay.
Every pension fund is invested.
That answers my question, yeah. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Hello. For every company, it's now a law. If you're working with any organization, whether it's a one-man business, you must auto-enroll the staff. And what that means is that maybe with NES, there's Smart Pensions, there are various companies, yeah? Yeah. So when they auto-enroll you, they set you up there. So what it means, the employer contributes 5% or 3%, you put an equal 5%. But you could choose to opt out. You could choose to put more. So it's depending what you want. And you can go back to that company, and they update you quarterly, annually.
Yes.
They give you statements like an account.
Yes.
So look out for your statement. Call NHS. They'll give you those details. Thank you.
And again, your pension, for instance, you need how much do you know your employer is contributing? How many of us know how much your employer is contributing towards your pension? Okay, and you know how much you're paying in as well? How many of us are overpaying into our pension? Pre-tax. Do you know your pension is pre-tax contribution? Yes. Yeah, so you pay more actually in, which is fantastic. Okay, so for your pension, I maybe just not to make you a little bit confused there. So your pension and your pay slip, you will see pension contribution. You see that? That means you're paying into your pension already. Now the company is definitely investing that money somewhere. So for you, ask the company to store a login, might be. If they don't have any login, they will send you a booklet. And this booklet will have all the funds. Now, for pensions, they don't invest in single companies because the risk is a lot. So they always invest in ETFs, which are a group of companies like this one. So they will have something similar like this, right, in your pension pot. So what they're basically going to be doing is that every time you pay in your pension, they'll be buying that for you, if that fund is there. So if I go, for instance, here, and I check this, and I go to, say, ETF, or let me just go to shares. Let me see if I can find, or let me go to investing. I go to shares and funds. I go to ETFs, right? And if I say search ETFs, I don't know if it opened up anything, but let's see. There are so many ETFs. All these things you see here are ETFs. Wisdom Tree, Physical Gold, iCore Gold, Shares, UK Dividend, ETF. These are an ETF. All these are ETFs. All these are ETFs. So if I click on this ETF here, it will show me, if I go to ETF information, it will show me asset breakdown. It will show me what they're invested in. Look at that. Those are the companies they're invested in. See? AstraZeneca, HSBC, Shell, Rolls-Royce, BP, Unilever. So you have lots of this. So your company, normally their pension pot will choose like 5. And in your pension pot includes cash and bonds. So what they do in the pension is that they regulate it with your age. In your early ages, they give you equities. So they invest in pensions that are into equities. As you get older, into your 50s, they start to come into bonds. Close to retirement, they move into cash. Because what you don't want to do is be in the equity market and there's COVID, and you're retiring that year. Everything goes like that. Which means whatever is remaining in your pot, from 500K, could be 100K. So the fund managers handle it. But me, because I have time, I have another 20 years, God willing, and I can choose to say I want 100% in equities. I did this 7 years ago. But then my company wrote to me and said, right now, they were keeping people longer in, they were moving people from equities early and moving them into cash and bonds. But they've decided now to keep them longer in equities. When I mean equities, I mean stocks combined together in one ETF. They are putting people more, keeping them longer there now than moving them out of it early, because they're realizing they can make more returns for people, which is what I did before, earlier than them. So if you understand what your company is doing, you can actually make that decision on time. So check, see what they're doing, and then choose where to invest in. And I think, Jumoke, this answers sort of your question as well, too.
Excuse me.
Okay, yes. Questions, yes, tell me.
Yeah, thank you very much for this, I'll call it information overload, even though, yeah, I have part of this knowledge before now. And so I would like to ask, in a nutshell, can you tell us where to start from? Because just like I said, it's information overload. You talked about return on investment, return on capital, profits, net profit, growth, and all whatnot. Yeah, some of us know this, some don't even know it. So at this point, if we want to start from today, what will you advise a starter, a pure starter, knowing fully well that somehow, our fingers may get burnt for us to learn? So where do we start from?
Okay, so I'm here not to make sure your finger get burnt, but I'm not, I can't guarantee that 100%, okay? Because my finger is also inside too. You know what I'm saying? So where do we start from? So please, and please, think of it like this. Very, very, very simply. It's as simple as putting money, first of all, open a platform that is reliable. Thankfully, we're all in the UK, so there are lots of reliable platforms that are regulated by the FCA, the Financial Conduct Authority. Open a platform that is reliable. I've mentioned Hargreaves and Lansdowne. I've mentioned Trading 212, Revolut. These are platforms that have accounts where you can open your investment account in it. Now, I'm going to share something, and Mommy is here today, right? Back when I started in 2016, 2017, right? Mommy Alero came to my house. What an honor. But she stayed with me on the dining table that she wants to understand this thing. I think we spent an hour or two. So I'm pleased that she's here today. Please, let's put our hands together for her. She's I know. Small secrets there. Yeah, so when you see her sit down like that, very powerful. So please learn this thing. So it's very simple. What I'm trying to say is open an account, put the money in it, and then it's like shopping for clothes, right? I know of a family, when I finished this, the couple came to my house when I was in Port Letton. So, Ogechi, we need to understand this thing. They sat with me. I explained everything to them. The lady went home. She bought Amazon shares, 10,000 pounds worth of Amazon shares. Then Amazon shares was 3,000 pounds for one, or $3,000 for one. Now, the companies, over time, you will see, as you track it now you're aware of all these things, they do a stock split. So the $200 and something you see Amazon now, that's not the original price. When the price grows so large, like Google before was about $2,000 to $3,000 for one stock, they do a stock split. They can do one stock to 10 or 1 to 20. So it becomes smaller fractions, but the value is still the same. It's just that they've made it more. So people can easily liquidate what they have. Because instead of you to sell 2 shares now of Google at 6,000, you can sell 20 for like 3K. Do you get what I mean? So the shares become more in the market over time. So the Amazon she's seen now, if she didn't sell her Amazon shares right now, Amazon was split to 1 in 25 and has gone up from maybe $120 back up now again to $200 and something. So if she still kept it, she's like 3x, 300% on her investment. So it's that simple. Open an account, put the money in it, shop for the stock, and buy. That simple. But then the question is, what do you buy?
Thank you.
What do you buy? You buy common names. When I was on this, during the early time we were starting, there's just names that you know. Amazon, we just talked about it. How many of us shop on Amazon? That was not even a question, Abby. Sorry, forgive me. How many of us own Amazon shares?
Okay, that's the question.
Aha, okay, this is the real question.
Yes.
So you use it every day. It's very efficient. How many of us have called Amazon and they've just refunded you back 100% of what you bought if the thing doesn't work? It wasn't working. These guys are super efficient. They don't even ask too many questions. It's not working. I bought it over a month ago. It's broken down. It shouldn't be the case. We are sorry. We apologize. 100% refund. Send the old one back. They are super, super efficient. But does it mean that they're making money or not? Okay. Are they cash positive or negative?
They're positive.
Okay, I'll leave you guys to do some investigation on those ones.
They are positive.
Coca-Cola is the same thing. Microsoft is the same thing. How many of us use computers here? Microsoft is in everybody's houses. They have Copilot now. Microsoft. Gemini is for Google. OpenAI has ChatGPT. So there are so many companies. Come now, come. I don't want to come. Come now. So lots and lots and lots of companies. It's as simple as shopping and you buy. But please buy what you know. That's where you start from. And you don't need 10,000 pounds to start. And make sure you have your ISA account. How many of us have a stocks and shares ISA account? I like being direct. How many of us have a stocks and shares ISA account? Okay, so if I say open an account, how many of us don't have a stocks and shares ISA account? You don't have. Stand, please. Just stand. You're standing in pride, not in shame, oh. In pride. Because today your destiny is changing. Come on. Hey, I'm feeling it. You don't have. Stocks and shares ISA, you don't have.
Actually, I got discouraged from the scam.
Okay. Okay, that's your scam, man. We'll discuss that one later. Okay, you don't have. Okay, guys, you don't have a stocks and shares ISA account. You don't have. You're standing, you don't have. Okay, good. Now, please, I can appeal with you. I can appeal to you. Please, please, please. Who is standing at the back? Me. You too. You too. You don't have? Okay. Please, I can only plead with you. It takes absolutely nothing. You can open one today. And I would not necessarily advise you on the platform to open with, but I would suggest platforms. Trading 212. The reason I suggest it is because you can buy fractional shares. You may not have $390 to buy one of Microsoft shares. If you have $100, you can buy $100 worth of Microsoft shares. So instead of you to see one, you see 0.3, 0.5 shares of Microsoft. Does that make sense? Yes. Once you open, that's it. Put money in it. You can also set up a direct debit. Once you open, they'll give you an account number. They'll give you your reference number. You can go to your account and set up a direct debit that every month, X should go into that stocks and shares ISA account and invest. You have £20,000 allowance every single financial year. And what's the financial year? That's it. So you open and you just set up, even if it's £50, £100 every month, put it in. You have loose change, pay it in. It counts towards your 20K. Does that make sense? Please, how many of you hands in heart will open one today or tomorrow? You're going to open one. Commitment to open one. Please, guys, it's for your own future. It's not for me, it's for you. All right? It's clear? Thank you very much. You can sit down. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that commitment. Thank you. Please open one. It's tax-free. Even if the stock grows today to 200% and you sell it, the government will not tax you on it. It's tax-free. Please, please, please. And then buy names you understand. Microsoft. Personally, I would advise you to buy Google. But like I said, it's not a financial advice, it's just my own opinion. Because what Germany is coming with, you see all my employees, I used HeyGen to generate those videos. And those images you see there, those people you see there, I generated them with Gemini. These people you see here on my page, where is it again? It's gone away. We have to go back. Everybody you see here on my Facebook page, this lady, Rebecca, is from Germany. I generated her from Germany. She's not real. She's my employee. She's one of my first employees. Yeah? This is Andrew. And you know, these are all still pictures. They are all still photos. Then I generate them with the software. I put the script in, and then they say what I've asked them to say. That's why I call them my employees. They're working for me. Tell me. Yes, these are from AIs. These are not real characters. They don't exist. I mean, as a real person. But they're all AIs. But they're all my employees. This is Sasha. This is Sasha, right? And then this is, where's Jenny? This is Marcos, right? And this is Rebecca again. Where's Jenny? This is Jenny, right? So they all work for me. Unfortunately, I don't pay them anything anyway. Except my monthly subscription, which they are auditing my money from. So yeah, but that's what I do. So if you go there, you listen to them. I mean, they are all making sense, but they are my voice, basically. Okay, questions? Anybody? Look, guys, you can come. Yeah, what I'm trying to say, guys, is that I could be spending today with my family. Like I said, I was away for 5 weeks. I work away in Nigeria. It's quite a hectic time. I've had a long trip. I work offshore, so my wife hasn't seen me in 5 weekends. This weekend, she's supposed to spend time with me, and I told her I'm going to Aberdeen. I really need to see the guys there. They've asked for the financial talk, and she knows I'm very passionate about it. Say, okay, you can go. I was hoping I could go back today, at least so I can have tomorrow with them. But unfortunately, we couldn't get any flights, so I'm going back tomorrow. So, guys, what I'm trying to say is that I am here for you. If you're going at 6 o'clock today, I will leave here at 6 o'clock today. If you want to go now, we will close now. What I'm trying to tell you is that as many of you that should, don't you understand? We can't be having programs or events, and every time we are sending money out of envelope to beg for money. I don't mean beg, I mean ask for money. Do you understand? Forget the events. Tomorrow, we would need this thing. We would need this thing for existence, not just to show off we have money. No, I mean to just live. To just live. Do you think that if you go to work and they pay 2,000, 3,000 pounds, you come back home, do you think that will give you anything? How much do you save in them every month? Really? How much do you save? How much is your savings? By the time you pay your mortgage, what is left? When you go to the grocery stores, my wife used to shop with how much? 100 pounds, it doesn't even buy nothing. How much does she spend on food? And you think that inflation will stay the same. You think that even if you're earning 5,000 pounds a month, do you think that's enough? I can bet you, even if you're earning 12,000 pounds, 20,000 pounds a month, in the next 10 years, it's not going to be enough. Because the cost of everything will go up. So if you don't invest the money, you're living on cash that is giving you 1%. You are broke. It's not a cost, but you are broke. How do you think people are buying things and living comfortably? Do you think it's because they just earn and they just feed? I bet let us not do anything, or let's not do anything. That's a financial decision anyway, but you will be broke. I can tell you that I'm where I am today because I invest. My account is up by 22%. My wife's account in Google is over 100%. I'm not bragging about it. I'm just telling you that I simply bought 2-3 years ago. In her stocks and shares, if she sells it right now, she's not paying any taxes on it. So I'm trying to tell you, you can do it. It's nothing difficult. These companies, you're not just buying the company because it's a ticker symbol. You're owning the business. They are working for you. I don't understand. Do you understand what I'm telling you guys? If you buy Microsoft right now, they are working for you. If they produce a new product, that product is good, very nice. I like what you guys are doing. You're telling your employer, your employee, in quotes, they are working for you. Apple will soon release a new MacBook Pro. It's going to be OLED display, most likely touch screen and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to it because my Apple shares will grow. My sister, I told her to buy in Nigeria. She loaded her account with Apple shares. She went to Qatar on holiday. She told me, Ogechi, that thing you told me I bought, Apple jumped up like 4-5 years ago. She bought, I think her money doubled over. She sold some money. She took her family to Qatar on holiday for 1 week and came back. So, Ogechi, I did do the shares you bought. She's calling me, the IPO for Dangote is coming out. She's talking finance now. You have an opportunity here. The system is regulated here. Bamboo tomorrow can wake up and close, God forbid. But here, there's regulation. What are you doing with the money? Unless you send it to Nigeria for them to, I don't know what they're doing, man. All right, guys. Question?
I think let's take it out. Please, a round of applause for Ogechi. Yeah, I think it was an incredible place to close because really that point you made is really the main reason why I'm also passionate about this, about financial literacy, financial education, because I think that we don't have enough of it. And if I know what I know now, maybe 5-10 years ago, for sure I'll be somewhere different. I'm grateful for what I know now, but I also know that there's more to come. So let's all see this as the start of a journey. Wherever you are, you can always make a start. So please, let's make sure we take action. Over the last weekend, I met an 80-year-old man. He said, "Oh, I'm turning 80 next year." I was like, "Oh, wow, you look incredible for your age." And we were just chatting away, and he said, "Oh, my wife and I go on 4 holidays a year." I mean, the man lives in a house that's like a £500,000 house. I was like, "Wow, okay, this is what retirement should look like." Yeah. So my point is, if you haven't seen otherwise, you would think that, everybody, like you said, everybody is broke. No, there are people who are living large. I mean, he happened to work in the oil industry as well, and he's done well. So I'm thinking, okay, I have an example. So please, let's do something with what we've heard. Another round of applause for Ogechi, please. So on behalf of all the RCCG Kingsmen and the attendees, we want to present you with, don't worry, it's a thank you card. It's a thank you card for coming all the way. No, you're very welcome. For coming all the way to bless us and to, okay, yeah. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
To bless us, and of course, if you're here, you appreciate, like you said, it's about time. I do rotation as well, so I understand the huge sacrifice it takes when you come back, you just want to stay at home. You just spend time with family, so really appreciate the time and the sacrifice to be here today. So that's it, folks. What we'll do is, I think Ogechi will be maybe upstairs to spend some time. If you want to see him, just have a chat, maybe take his contact details so that we can, feel free to reach out to him. And I think we'll take a closing prayer. And for the men, sorry? Okay. They said we can use the chapel instead of upstairs, so we'll just use the chapel. So for the men, I think we'll have our rehearsals immediately after. But we'll take a closing prayer now. Which of our pastors are here that can close for us now? Pastor Andrew, open us up. Okay, I see Pastor Debo here now. Oh, no, I thought it was Pastor Debo. Brian Henry, which one is the appropriate title? The appropriate title, Henry, please. Close. Oh, can you imagine? I missed the pastor. Oh, no. I missed Pastor Zubi. But...
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother. Let's rise up and... Father, we just want to thank you for this afternoon. The scripture says, "My people perish in the absence of knowledge, for the lack of knowledge." But today you've brought us together and you've enlightened us, you've opened our minds. Lord, we just ask that from here we will go out and we will translate this into actions in the name of Jesus. Whatever might have held us back, even before now, whether it be fear, ignorance, whatever it is, Lord, help us even to overcome them today in the name of Jesus. Everything we've learned, help us to be able to recall them and help us to take the right decisions even from here in the mighty name of Jesus. We pray that when we'll come back again next year, we will have testimonies. We will be able to tell of the great and mighty things that has begun to happen even from now in the name of Jesus. Father, we just want to say thank you. Blessed be your name, O Lord. For our friend, our brother that has been here to bless us, we pray he has invested in us that they will pray that investment will come back to him in folds in the name of Jesus. Time is a resource, and he has invested it. Lord, we pray you pay him back, oh Lord. And much more importantly, that you will take on joys even from this session in the name of Jesus. So that when he's hearing from us, from some of us, from all of us, he too will be encouraged, even by the reason of this investment. Thank you, Lord. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen.
All right, thank you very much. So for all the gentlemen, please, let's stay. No, don't go anywhere, please.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Just please, I wanted to, before we all go, I wanted to just quickly share this testimony. And this testimony is from on behalf of Pastor Jide. All right? So Pastor Jide called me up and said he wanted me to take his family through the whole, this stock and investing stuff. And he scheduled a Teams meeting, and he got his wife, all his children. Oh, yes, you're recording. Guy, no, you can't stop. Oh. Sorry, I didn't know it's recording.